Here we see a wild H trying some snacks from around the world. Are you ready for a journey?
Hello everyone, you're here with H, and today the H stands for hungry? You'd hope so, because that's why I'm doing this video. This is going to be my breakfast, and if there was ever a time to say breakfast of champions, it would be this one. Got the bag here. Got that bag, baby. Shout out TK Maxx. Sponsor me. Not everything is in there from TK Maxx. I told Mama H, bring me some snacks from across the world, please. So if they're not plant-based, then we have serious issues, Mama H. I will not open the door for you to come back inside. The most important thing right now is that just this. It's not the attire, all right? So I shall be back. Howdy, y'all. Now we're fit and proper trimmed for the video. Or, g'day, mate. Throw some shrimp on the barbie. Try some snacks. Is this better? Now, we're first going to travel to the Americas, and in particular, the northern side of America, the US of A. Now, when you think of USA, what do you think of? And if you dare comment guns, realistically, I'm not going to eat a gun on YouTube, am I? Or off of YouTube, realistically. I think of this bad boy. Can you even see that? It's root beer. Is that even in shot? There you go, the most professional video you will ever see in your life. It's root beer, all right? Root beer of the roots and Mother H, Mama H if you're watching. Well, first of all, you picked this out, so technically if you thought it was beer, then you are getting me extremely drunk. Let's crack this bad boy open. I checked it's in date. Oh my! Oh, it's exploded everywhere, which you expect from this channel. There was a small cut there because I had to insert a straw into it. If you do not drink your fizzy drinks with a straw, please do so. Protect your teeth. And also, I'm just going to sort of undress a bit. Shall I get this belt off? Oh, because I'm scared that this will cover the mic and whatever. Anyway, that's not what an adventurer should be concerned with. They should be concerned with the taste of this. Let's sip this, shall we? Oh my, if I didn't have dental issues relating to sugar before this. I do now. Oh, look. Oh, root beer, what are you doing? Oh, stop it right there. Oh, if you thought caramel couldn't taste any more caramel, honestly, just try this drink. I don't know who A and W are, but A and W stands for... Ah! What? How much sugar is in this? Get a grip. Right, next up we're sticking with Northern America, specifically USA. We've got Fritos. Now, this only has corn, vegetable oil, and salt, which, first of all, right, I'm probably going to show you on the screen or something. But when companies label ingredients as corn and or canola oil, or for example, whatever oil and or another oil, how do you not know? Someone answer me that in the comments. How do they not know what oil is going inside the food, bro? That's scary. You know what ASMR? Oh my lord. This is actually very bad for me. I don't usually have sugary things, but it actually kind of has like a medicine taste. It's, if your kids wanted medicine, you'd somehow work some sugar into it. That's what it tastes like. Obviously, you probably know what this looks like if you're from the US of A. It's just little strips of corn, because it says that. Stale. Nice. Don't you love when your crisps or chips taste like cardboard? Don't ask me how I know what that tastes like. Rough times growing up. Now, don't get me wrong. I know these snacks were probably sitting in some warehouse, chilling there. The guy who's in charge has got his feet up on his desk. He gets the order. What the? I didn't know someone's gonna order. Someone hasn't ordered in 7 years. But yeah, this expires on the 31st of December, obviously 2024. So why does it taste like this? Now, to give it credit, if you had some kind of dip, like maybe like a salsa or something, which I'm assuming this is what it's intended for, because I'm just raw dogging corn chips right now, but it's stale. I'm not sure it's supposed to taste like that. I think it's supposed to be crunchy. It's barely got a crunch. Okay, kind of has a crunch, but like, it's just stale. I'm not sure what's gone on at Frito-Lay. But lay down and think about that. How about that? Next up, we're in the southern region of the Americas, and we have, what is this? Exotic chips. For a second, I thought it said erotic chips. That's concerning. Purple sweet potato, the snack with real crunch. It's won an award, so it should be good. So it says here, product of Ecuador. If anyone needed clarification that it is from South America, and I almost forgot where Ecuador was. So kind of you get the gist of this video. We're gonna like work our way across the world. The word? I can't speak. We've got into the bad boy, and there is some kind of small fly flying around here, because that's what the flies do, they fly. I'm very concerned, but I'm in the jungle, you have to remember that. Forget the background, I'm in the jungle, and forget Joey sitting right here, I'm in the jungle. This is what it looks like. It doesn't really have a smell. Can you see that? That's kind of scary. Let me find this even scarier looking one. If you found that on Mars, for example, you wouldn't question it. But I'm a big fan of sweet potato. I know in Japan, they really like purple sweet potatoes. I could be wrong, but let me know in the comments. I'm a big fan of sweet potato, but crisp-wise, they make them too sweet. Now, I'm not sure if that's the sweet potato's fault because it got sweet in the name, or the manufacturer, but let's give this a taste, shall we? Nah. Okay. That's right. Editing H, leave that in the edit. This is actually really nice. It's obviously sweet potato. You get the little aftermath of a sweet potato as an aftertaste, but the salt, which I presume is in this, yes, sea salt fortified with iodine and fluoride. It's toothpaste. It's really nice. So shout out to Ecuador. If anyone is watching from Ecuador, drop it in the comments, but this is actually really nice. And if you're wondering where you can get this from, I mean, if you're from the UK, you can get it from Asda. That's where my mum said she got this from. And to be honest, I eat plantain chips from this brand, so I had high hopes seeing this, but I'm a big fan of this. Go get some. But actually, Grace, sponsor me, please. Next up, we're in the UK, and I don't think it gets more British than frickin' scampi and lemon knickknacks. I've had knickknacks before. I've obviously had the nice and spicy one, which is orange, and then like the ribbon saucy, which is saucy, and it's the purple packet. So if you're in the UK, you know about these. I've never had the scampi and lemon. So, you know, basically, I gave my mum my card, and I said, go online, do things. So hopefully there's no criminal charges on the card, mum. But I've never had this one, and I'm excited actually to try it because I'm a big fan of knickknacks. Oh, they're quite difficult to get into, but oh, look, this shape of a crisp, yeah, it's the best shape of a crisp. When you got all these edges, the nooks and the crannies, or you could say the nicks and the knacks. I'm joking. No, but when crisps are like this, or they're crinkle cut, for example, they're the best. There's the little lemon aftertaste, but on first bite, for example, let me just, you know, zoom in as I do this. Is this like really, not strong that you get slapped in the face by a fish, because that would be a bad time. But there is a very fishy taste as you first bite it. But it gets nicer as it goes on, but I can't say I'm a fan of this. UK, you've let me down. We've come to Europe. We crossed the sea between Americas and Europe. I don't know what the sea is. Pacific? Bloody, I'm a rubbish adventurer. So rubbish, I forgot what I was even called. But that is not particularly nice. But if you're a fan of scampi or just fish in general, you'd probably like it. But do better, UK. Next up, we're sticking in the UK, and we've got Scotland, or kind of Scotland, because it's like iron brew flavour minions. That might upset some Scottish people. You might have already been upset that I've said we're sticking in the UK. You might not think you're part of the UK. But I've never had iron brew, the drink anyway, which might be absolutely shocking to some people's ears. And I haven't had millions in God knows how long, because I tend to shy away from sugars unless it's chocolate. You don't get these thighs from bloody broccoli. But looking at the ingredients, sugar, glucose syrup, which is basically sugar, and a load of other things that are not good for you. My dentist, if they're watching this video, they're screaming in horror. We'll crack this open and I'll just have a few, because I'm not trying to end up in some type of hospital that deals with opening this. How do I do this? I'll tell you now, genuinely, it took me a few minutes and I finally figured out where to go from. And I'm very scared because look, I'll probably zoom in, but they're like falling out. Chill out, chill out. Oh my God, my mum's gonna find millions just randomly scattered everywhere. Yeah, good luck getting that out my teeth. Nah, sorry, I'm not eating any. Oh, that's a lie, I'm gonna have a little bit more. The flavor's actually quite surprisingly nice, but you'd expect that when they've pumped it full of sugar, right? You know, if you haven't seen your dentist in a few weeks, months, maybe, bloody weeks, you don't want to be crunching on these, man. The burst of flavor that you get at the beginning is quite nice. This fly needs to get the hell out of here. You want some millions? Is that what it is? What a video this is. Look, if you're a fan of Millions, or you have a child that's a fan of Minions, they'd probably really like that. But I am not a child anymore, despite how these videos might make me seem. I'm not a child, I'm not a fan of that. So, we move on. Right, this next one, I had to Google what this actually is country-wise, because I've seen so many countries sort of claim something like this. It's literally a peanut and sesame bar, right? And my mum said it's like a Cypriot thing, so, you know, great points for bringing Cyprus, my country, into the bloody fold. But also I've seen on Google it say like Malaysia and other areas of Asia. So if you know the true origin of this, let me know in the comments. I'm probably going to like this because I really like peanuts. Love nuts in my mouth, don't I? You knew that was coming, let's be honest. This is how it looks. I mean, if you don't know what a sesame and peanut bar looks like from the sound of it, I mean, look, it's just like that, you know. Probably going to break my teeth. I hope not. Let's go. Oh, yeah, it's okay, manufacturers. I don't like my teeth. Wow. Obviously, there's sesame in there, but it's very strong, you know. It's like I'm in a boxing match with a sesame for some reason, I guess. He hails from Sesame Street. Oh, look! Look! Honestly, if it was still Halloween and I wanted to dress up as some kind of character that has no teeth, let me know in the comments. I'd bloody eat this. What in God's name have you done to me, Mama H? But putting that aside, you know, once you break into it, quite literally, you'd need a hacker, if anything. It's quite nice. It is a very strong roasted sesame flavor. You don't get too much of the peanut, but it's very nice once you actually get into it. So That's, that's what you want from your food. Struggle to get in, but nice. Next up from Europe, and before anyone says, hey, there's so many countries in Europe, blame Mama H. How about that? But if this video does well and people enjoy it, I'll do like a part 2. Editing H, just interjecting, because I made a mistake. The next one is from Africa, not Europe. We fly down to Africa, and we've got a South African sweet, I think. It's called Beacon Fizzer. That's what this is. It's a strawberry flavored nothing, apparently. It's strawberry flavored nothing. Obviously, if I knew what a fizzer was, bloody, I'm coughing back up all the sugar, apparently. Oh no, we've got more, just something that's going to just end up ruining me, and the packaging is stuck. Unless this is extra packaging, can you see that? I don't have a clue what's going on right now, but I assume this is extra packaging. This is some kind of taffy of some kind. We'll cut, and once I'm actually in, Okay, I think I'm in. I'm very scared. I'm probably going to eat paper, but probably paper is healthier than most of what I've eaten today anyway. So it is kind of like a taffy type sweet. My teeth are having a great time today. That is one of the strangest things I've had, because on appearance, you're thinking this is going to be chewy as hell, right? You bite into it, you're going to be you've joined some kind of cow cult or something. But if you obviously probably saw that, I've left it probably in the edit, it snapped. What was going on there? I thought my life was over. So obviously appearances are deceiving. But then as you chew it, it becomes chewy, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure what to make of it. Again, it's got a nice flavor of strawberry. Artificial, of course. Unless it's actual strawberries, then it's healthy. Choking again. But I actually don't mind it. But once again, if you're not a fan of sweets or you want to protect your teeth, probably this isn't the one for you. The more and more I drink this, the more medicine-like it tastes. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but you have to pay for healthcare in America, so I'm probably being taxed the more I drink this. Now, next up, we are sticking in Africa, and I think it's Kenya. Yeah, Mombasa, Kenya, and it's some type of baobab or baobab sweet. I've never known how to pronounce this fruit, but it comes from this tree. I've seen this tree, for example, in games where you add trees like Planet Zoo. There's a bloody reference. So it's passion flavor. So they've poured their love and soul into this. Otherwise, why is it called passion flavor? Do you get it? So I'm assuming it's the seeds of the fruit and just covered in powder of some kind. Should I have a look? How about that instead of just waffling? So baobab seeds, baobab powder, water, sugar, natural flavorings, food coloring, salt, spices. So it doesn't really say. Also, I love when companies just say spices. You're not going to tell me what spice is, just that they're in there. This is from TK Maxx. So if you don't know TK Maxx, which I mentioned in the beginning, I think America have like a TJ Maxx. Basically, a shop that just has a bunch of stuff from around the world, for example, food-wise. And I like it. Here we go. Shake that about, shall we? Oh, that's on first smell inside. It smells like alcohol, like a beer of some kind. I need to make sure this is in date. Anywhere? Can I see that, please? No. We are going to... Okay, here. So it ends, obviously, next year. So I guess that's how natural baobab smells. I've only really had baobab in like chocolate bars. They put it in there for some reason. That's how it looks. Kind of like a little stone. Still the same smell, because what was I expecting? I'm kind of like nervous, but excited at the same time. So it's going in. Oh, there's the seed. There's another seed. I got a seed here and a seed here. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to bite into it because some seeds have got like mercury or some kind of nonsense going on inside them. So, oh, we're gonna cut here and I'm going to split them out, obviously. They're very interesting. So you can see all the like sugar and stuff around it, I guess, but the seed is actually still in there, which is not a shock because the ingredients is baobab seeds. So it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like corn, where perhaps you bite into a popcorn and it's not fully popped, and then you get to the corn part and it's, you know, it's kind of like that. It's, you know, once you get to that part, it's a bit scary. Don't bite these like I did. Don't do that. You might crack a tooth, literally. But you kind of suck on it a bit, you get a little bit of flavor. Not really passion fruit flavor. It's giving me mango vibes, but I quite like these. Next up, we're in South Korea. We're in Asia. My mum got a bit cheeky here, to be honest, because she bought a Korean snack box and just gave me the mochis and keep the rest. So, Mum, you're naughty. How dare you? But go on, treat yourself, you know. I can't repay you for the amount that you've done for me, so have a Korean snack box. I will say she's very big on Korean culture. She's learnt the language. She's in love with K-dramas, for example. She really, really likes kimbap, if anyone knows kimbap. So shout out Mum for these. I've tried mochis before. This is a green one, matcha. This is a purple one, which I thought initially was CNZG4 flavor, which I eat it, I become a transformer, but it's taro flavor. I don't know what taro is, but I hope it's nice because purple packaging scares me. So I'm assuming actually it's like the Ecuador purple sweet potato crisps. That's what I think taro is, but we'll find out. I've tried mochis before, I think I've mentioned that, and it was red bean. Now, every single mochi that I find, or is it mochi? Obviously, I'm going to pronounce it mochi for now, but let me know in the comments. Clear my throat. But every mochi that I've come across has always been red bean. So it's interesting. I really like red bean mochi. I'm going to plug a video right now somewhere at the top of like a card, yeah? I tried plant-based Japanese snacks like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, and that's where I first had a red bean mochi, and it was quite nice. I do enjoy a red bean mochi, but this one is matcha. If you don't know how mochis look, should I be concerned that it looks like this? There is no expiration date on this, so I have to just trust that it's, you know, edible. Doesn't really smell of anything, but it smells a little bit like matcha. I'm not the biggest fan of matcha, but we go drink tea in mochi form right now. Oh, it's coming up with me. I'll say one thing. Isn't it supposed to be green on the inside? Can you see that like red bit? So if this is a red bean mochi, but the rice paper side of things is matcha, you've let me down. But it's so floral. I'm eating flowers, basically. That, I'm going to give that to my mum. Not the biggest fan of that. Very floral. Goodness, taro, save me. You know, as I swallowed the matcha one, it tastes like someone sprayed perfume in my mouth. So that's, it's not a good sign, realistically. There's the taro one. It's pretty much the same thing, but just a little bit purpley. Let's dive in, shall we? Not a fan of that either. It's got sort of a nutty taste. I'm not sure if there's some kind of nut filling in there. Get your mind out of the gutter, I tell you that much. But I'm not a fan of that. So the two mochis that my mum probably knows the taste of, and that's why she gave them to me, not a fan. And lastly, something I'm very excited to try, and shout out to my fellow Aussies out there, and not fellow because I'm not Aussie, but Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Yeah, you got it! Shapes. Oh my goodness, shapes. Now, I had no idea shapes were plant-based, but obviously I done some research just so that I don't accidentally eat milk or something like that. But there's the pizza flavor, which isn't plant-based, and then the chicken crimpy, whatever crimpy means. But I did... No? There's police going past, so maybe it's not plant-based. Come and arrest me, guys. No, but seriously, barbecue shapes, I did find out that they are plant-based, so I'm very excited for this. Fellow Aussies, let me know, what's your favorite flavor of shapes? To be honest, I came across shapes on a Nico Omalana video, the NDL channel, so relevant. You got the foil bag. These expire, coincidentally, in 3 days as I'm recording this, which is the 30th of December. So great times all around, I guess. What am I on about? Here it is. Oh, that smells not nice, my Australians. Oh, that does not smell like barbecue, guys. Maybe someone's thrown the shrimp on the barbie, but then they've thrown the shrimp in here and left it to rot, because I don't like that smell. Now, Australians, you might be upset with me, but that does not smell like a barbecue, unless barbecue in Australia is different, which I presume it is. So this is how it looks. It's a shape, I guess. You can kind of see like the different seasoning on that. The little herbs and stuff. Might be nice. Let's give this a try, shall we? I'm going to go all in on the shape, all right? Australia, you might make shapes that stink, but the shape tastes nice. This is very dangerous because I was big, just let alone a few months ago. But growing up, I've been big. This takes me back. I could easily eat this entire box, but I've got to contain myself somewhat. But we've got two here. Off camera. Oh, my God, it's so good, they're killing me. Right, I need to stop that because off camera, I've been munching on them. So we're gonna end this here because we've traveled all around the world now, I think. As you can see, my fingers, they still got the shape on them, baby. What was that song by Ed Sheeran, Shape of You? I'm in love with the shape of Oz. Hey, 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 I'm in love with your body. Shout out Arnott's. Yeah, sponsor me. If you want me to sponsor barbecue shapes, I will, please. I'm going to go now. I've just thought of an idea somehow what? Shut up, that's what. I've just thought of the idea to do a tier list, ranking the foods and what I think of them in a more coherent manner, I guess. So I don't even know how long this video is going to be, but most of you do enjoy longer videos, so we'll do like a review style tier list and give my thoughts on it, if you should buy it or not. I might lose a brand deal potentially in the process, but I'm going to now scoff just a little bit more of these. I will see you next time. Adventurer H bids you farewell. Bye. So let's get into the tier list that we've got going on, and if you're curious about what are the names of each tier, it's got to be good, right? Well, the first one is Get In Me. On the lips, just a lick. Is this it? Pull out. I can promise you there is nothing innuendo about any of it. Okay, now look on the screen, so many ads right there. If any of them want to actually sponsor me,
we'll first start with pull out. I think it's important we first get a grips of the situation and pull out before we put in. Pull out is interesting because I'm not sure anything particularly was like, oh my god, I never want this foul thing to enter me ever again. But if we have to genuinely pick one, which I want to have at least one in each. Oh, look, this might upset a lot of people, maybe not, but I'm going to put the sesame thing and I'm going to put Fritos in pull out. Yes, I know. Oh my goodness, why have I got two in there? Again, that's an innuendo. But the sesame thing, the main issue with it was like, I'm going to snap my teeth, bro. If teeth could snap, that would cause it. And the Fritos, I just don't understand why was it so stale. I know it was close to an expiration date, but surely a corn thing shouldn't be like that. But let me know in the comments if it was just a unfresh version, because I can see the potential in it. Do you know what I mean? We'll swiftly move on to Is This It? Now, I'm going to put the taro mochi in there. I'm going to put the matcha mochi in there. And I'm actually going to put the minions in there. The two mochis, again, I can definitely see why there's so many red bean specific mochis out there, because I wasn't a fan of either of them. The matcha one was a bit, I think I said macho, by the way. Ooh, yeah.
Help me! Help me!
I've choked about a million times in this video alone. And I'm not even eating anything right now. Ooh, yeah. How about, ooh, no. Too floral for my liking. And it tasted, I think I mentioned, it tasted like someone sprayed perfume in my mouth. Not sure what was going on there. And the taro mochi, I just can't pronounce anything apparently. It was just too nutty, right? I usually like nutty things, but just the overall, no, not a fan. And the millions, although it had a nice taste, it just dissipated very quickly. So if you're a fan of things getting stuck in your teeth and you have like 1 second burst of flavor, bloody get some millions. We next move on to Just a Lick, which is pretty much bang average on the road. There's some good things, there's some bad things, and pretty much it's gonna be the knickknacks, which might be surprising given my reaction to them from the actual video. It's gonna be the fizzers, it's gonna be the Baobab sweets, and that's it, right? The knickknacks, although the fishy taste is quite strong, I am a fan of plant-based salmon, for example. So I could get on board with it, right? The fish has jumped on board, I'm on board with the fish. But if you're not a fan of fishy taste, you probably won't like that. But then the lemon comes through, it's quite nice, and it's not too sharp of a lemon taste, like some artificial lemon flavors, but it's just enough to make the fishy taste a bit like, oh, I forgot about it now. The fizzers, although they also snapped potentially one of my teeth, the actual flavor of the fizzer was quite nice. It wasn't too strong of an artificial strawberry flavor, which is very nice. And in the Baobab sweet, once you obviously suck off the passion, which again, it's a euphemism, but please let's carry on and stay professional here. The seed, it's very dangerous, I'll say. So just a lick, because quite literally, you should just lick and suck it, and then once you get to the seed, you need to throw that thing away.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Now we got the three big hitters, right? We've got the root beer, we've got the shapes, we've got the exotic purple sweet potato chips. If you thought the bloody root beer being here is surprising, you are correct, and it's going no further than on the lips. Yes, it tasted like I'm drinking straight caramel from a pan, but it was nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, it was a bit too sweet, but as time went on, especially I was eating a lot of these things which I didn't really like, it helped cleanse the palate. But just don't drink too many of them. Otherwise, you yourself become a sugar cube. So don't do that. Now, the last two, I think it's pretty safe to say what's going to go number one given my reaction. So I'm going to put the sweet potato chips on the lips. They were very nice. Do I see myself going out and like, oh, you must buy them, they taste amazing? No, but I did really like them. So they're going on the lips and not on the hips, please. I've done well to lose some weight. And then, of course, the shapes. It's no surprise. Get in me. All right, just get in me. If shapes were to make more plant-based versions, I'm honestly ordering them. Do you know what I mean? I had to ask my mum where she got this from, just so that I know, and I can order them at a later date. But not too many. Once again, I'm not trying to lose this shape. So hopefully you enjoyed that. But let me know in the comments. Obviously, this is just my preferences. Someone might be very upset and tell me otherwise. So let me know your thoughts in the comments if you were to try these things, or if you've tried these things, where would you rank them? See you guys next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If it does do well, you enjoyed it, I'll do like a part 2 because there's obviously so many countries in the world. But it's quite difficult to get the plant-based version of it in the UK. So, but I'll do my best if you enjoy. See you guys next time. Bye. I need some actual food now, though. But I can't just eat all the shapes.